Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, can you see my coffee shake? So today's video is the next episode in my Let's Talk series. I'm pretty sure this is like Let's Talk number 6. I'm not too sure, I think it is. But this one is a Let's Talk all about social media. So before I get started, I'm wearing my Angel Collection Quartz crop. How cute is this? I absolutely love it. I had to sell the bodysuit that I got because it was too big for me, but this top is amazing. I've got the matching joggers too, or leggings actually, but they're in the wash, annoyingly. I wore them once, but I got my period unexpectedly during a wax and they leaked through. So that's really annoying, but it's fine. They should be able to come out. So just put this on. I just filmed 2 other videos, to the Primark haul and a beauty haul, so if they're up already I'll link them down below for you. I'm not sure which order these videos are going up in. Side note, I did get curtain bangs. I'm sure you guys will see them soon, but I haven't been able to style them today, so I've just pinned them back, which let's not talk about it because it's been a difficult weekend for me this weekend. So I posted on my Instagram, I asked you guys to send me some questions or like topics to discuss around social media. It's only been up for 18 hours, so I haven't had the full 24 hours yet, so if anybody missed out on sending me messages, or if you sent them and I didn't get around to seeing them, then I'm really sorry, but send them to me anyway and I'll keep a note of them for like a future Q&A or Let's Talk. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do, because I do ask over there for other topic ideas you may want to see. I have got one for like friendships. Quite a lot of you wanted to see friendships as a topic, so I might do that. So I might do friendships or also dilemmas. You guys asked me to like answer your dilemmas or react to like embarrassing moments, things like that. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below as well. So I got quite a few messages or a few questions. To be honest, I wasn't expecting loads on this because obviously social media is a little bit of a tricky one. What do you ask? I didn't know what people would ask, but I did get quite a few, and to be honest, a lot of my Let's Talk have been quite long videos, so I thought if I do a few smaller topics that just have a few questions in, it'll be quite good to do that and just mix it up content wise. But I hope you guys are enjoying these. I know I had a few comments on my sex talk, quite a few of you quite like this series, so I'm really glad you are enjoying it. I quite like just sitting down and chatting with you guys because it's not something that I do it quite often now, but it's not something that I was doing quite often, and I like to just like chat and like give my opinion on things and just talk about different topics. I've been vlogging this weekend as well. I like doing that. I like just keeping you guys involved in my life. Obviously I do it over on Instagram, but I think like vlogging is really fun as well. So I'm just going to go through them. I'm not doing it in any particular order, but I'm just going to jump on in and go through them. So the first one is, what is your favourite thing about social media? So definitely for me, the thing I love about social media, especially Instagram in particular, is that I've met so many amazing people, and it connects you with so many different people from around the world that you would never meet, even just in England that I would never meet, or in the United Kingdom. I've got like a group of 4 amazing girls that I'm friends with on Instagram, and I love them so much. You all know who you are. One of them is in Spain, one of them is in Scotland, one of them is in Wales, and I'm in England. Like, how mental is that? Like, we're all literally dotted around, and it's just incredible that we're all so close and can be friends because of Instagram. If it wasn't because of Instagram, I wouldn't even know those girls. Like, it's crazy the amount of girls that I've met. I've met girls from Florida, Canada, like places like that I would never meet them, but I've met them on Instagram. I think that's amazing because, especially for me, like I live in quite a small town, so although I do have friends, like you just don't meet that many people. And I know like my sister, she doesn't have a massive group of friends, so for her like it's really difficult to make friends, and I do think social media is great for that because you can talk to anybody. Like I've got so many friends on Instagram now, the people that I'd actually consider my friends, and I talk to them about anything, and it's quite nice that you can do that. And then also, you know, going forward when we're out of the pandemic, being able to meet up with these people and have just an amazing time because we know each other so well. Yeah, I think that's the most amazing thing. You can stay connected. And I've got a best friend that I was friends with really early in primary school, and then she moved away quite quite far away, but she's now back more local to me, but we reconnected over social media like a few years ago. But without that, I would never have reconnected with her because she was so far away from me. So it's just, yeah, it's just amazing to connect you with different people, and I just absolutely love that. And for me, it's hard to like have the confidence to connect with people, especially like I could be in a club and I'll think, wow, that girl's beautiful, but I don't have the confidence. I probably do now, but back when I was going clubbing, I didn't have the confidence to do that. So I think on social media, it just gives you that kind of platform, if that makes sense. Someone asked, do you ever get worried about being so exposed online? I do sometimes. Do you know what? Because of my anxiety, it is something that crosses my mind. My dad is very much anti-social media. Like, he doesn't want to be on social media. He thinks someone's going to find him. And I'm like, who would be looking for you? Like, what kind of danger are you in? But yeah, I think it is a concern. But I think with, you know, the world we live in today, so many people are overexposed online. Like, you think like Molly May, incredible influencer, shares a lot of her life on YouTube, shares a lot of her life on Instagram, and I feel like I don't want to live my life in fear. I love Instagram, I love YouTube, and no matter what you do, you could come across crazy people. Like, I could be shopping and someone could attack me. Like, you just don't know. And I think obviously it's scary because people can literally stalk you based on your social media. I don't tend to share my location. Like, if I'm out somewhere, I don't generally put the location up. I'm not really much for real-time Instagrammer either. Like, if I post a photo from a meal out, it's not when I'm there, if that makes sense, unless it's like a story. But yeah, I pretty much don't do that. And like, if I go on holiday or something with my family, we generally don't post it, or I mean, we don't usually go on holiday together now. So if I'm on holiday, my family are here, so like the house isn't alone. But I think going forward, if I was like, for example, if I was as big as like Molly May, say I had 1 million followers and I was posting that I'm on holiday, I'd make sure someone was looking after my house, if that makes sense. But it is scary because people know so much about you and can, you know, tell me a lot about myself when I don't even know who they are. I think it is worrying, but I also think we're in a world where it's so normal, and I think, you know, as long as you look after yourself, don't say your address and things like that, then you should be okay. And I think if you were worried someone was following you or something like that, then go to the authorities. And of course it is scary, but a lot of things in life are scary, and I don't want that to put me off doing it, if that makes sense. Someone asked, what made you want to become an influencer? Let's get this straight, I am definitely not an influencer. I'm nearly at 5,000 followers, which I'm so thankful for. This year has been crazy. Like, I left my job in July, started my new job in September, but from like July to September I really focused on my Instagram, and I've grown my Instagram from like 1,000 followers in July to almost at 5,000 followers now in December, which it blows me away. I've worked with some amazing brands, and I'm going to do a video talking about my achievements of this year and my goals for next year. Probably at the end of this year I'll film that video, so if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you do subscribe. But I just have come so far and I love it. Like, one thing I love about my Instagram now, with having more followers than I had in July, is the interaction I get. So like comments and people messaging me and replying to my stories and asking where things are from. I love it. Like I said, like talking to new people, I absolutely love it. So seeing a comment from someone, even like I've had like models comment on my photo and I'm like, you're a model and you're saying I look good? Like, sorry, like it's just so surreal. And like working with some incredible brands. I've worked with Hollywood Browser, like Lasula Boutique, Skinwolf, like so many incredible brands that I absolutely love and use their products still to this day. Like, I'm just so lucky. Like, I'm so lucky to be in this position now, and I just can't wait to see where else it could take me. Like, I just absolutely I love creating content, and for me it's my form of creativity, and to be able to like have something back for that, I think is just amazing, and it's so fun. But I obviously look up to people like Ellie Darby, and that's another question, so I'll come back to that. But yeah, I'm not an influencer. I'm definitely not a mortgage advisor. I'm not even a mortgage advisor. I'm a mortgage administrator as my career. But yeah, obviously I do Instagram on the side, and it is hard work. Like, I pretty much every evening I'm posting and engaging on Instagram, editing videos, editing pictures. On the weekends I'm taking content, filming content. Like, it's a lot of effort, but I love it. Like, I wouldn't want to do anything else on my weekends except for see Josh, but obviously right now I can't, so I'm making the most. Yeah, I just love it. What is your biggest tip for growing your account and getting brand deals? It's quite difficult because I feel like it's rude. I don't want to give someone a tip and then they'd be like, oh, it didn't work for me. I am part of 2 coaching groups. So Georgia Portogallo, I think that's how you say her name. I'm sorry, G, if I've butchered that. But she has an amazing program. It's £25 a month. It's not £25 a month. It's £25 one-off payment, and she gives you a guide. It's a really long, extensive guide with brand names on there as well. It tells you how to approach brands if that's what you want to do. I've had a mixture of collaborations. I've had brands that I've contacted directly and brands that have contacted me directly. Georgia on her program will also set you up with collaborations. So La Sula Boutique, that is how I got that collaboration through Georgia. So she will, or I don't know how her company works if she's got a team, but they'll pitch people part of the program to the brands that they work with, and if they want to work with you, they'll collab with you. I've got one for car fume that I need to post. My car's in the garage, so I'm going to use my mum's car, but yeah, so that's one of them. And then I also have Sophie Louise Coaching, who's one of my amazing friends on Instagram. Her program, I believe, is £20. If you want to get the program, do DM me, because I've got a code which I believe is Ashleigh5. I'll leave it on the screen if that is what it is. I can't remember. I'll leave it on here and I'll put it in my description as well. So if you want to get the program from Sophie, it's £5 off. Again, she sends you a program and she also sends you a list of brands that you can contact via DM or via email if you want to work with them. And it just gives you an idea of brands that are open to collaborations, and if there's a brand you particularly like, then obviously DM them. I personally only DM brands that I love and really want to work with. If I would never use that product, I won't DM them. I have got a collaboration coming up soon that's quite different for me. It's like a music box, but oh my god, I saw it and I was like, that's amazing, and my mum would absolutely love it. So I agreed to that collaboration because I wanted to give it to my mum as a gift. So it's a little bit different to my fashion, lifestyle, beauty posts, but again, it's amazing, and I'm so lucky to be able to work with that brand. So I can't wait to give that to my mum. But yeah, so also aside from the coaching, so obviously you can get those guides, but if you don't use them to full effect, then you're not going to grow your account. Make sure you engage with people, find accounts similar to your own, and obviously like message the girls, become friends with people, comment on their pictures, they'll comment back on yours. Like, you know, if you find a new account, spam them with likes and comments, shout out people that you like, and eventually, you know, you'll make friends and they'll support you and support them back. I think that's the best tip I can give you. Just be active as much as you can, because obviously I work all day, so I can't be active in the day, but in the evening I try to be active and engage with people then. Comment on like you know, influencers you look up to, comment on their posts, and people may scroll through the comments and find your comment. Also, they may engage with you back if they see you comment on their posts quite a lot. Just things like that is, you know, but don't make it fake, like be as organic as you can. I wouldn't comment on someone's post if I didn't like the post. But yeah, just engage is all I can say. Have you suffered any online bullying through social media, and how did you deal with it? I don't think I have really, like I've been quite lucky. But I will say, I know from one of my friends that some people that used to be in my life do talk about my videos and posts and stuff in quite a negative way and like bitch about me, and all I want to say is thank you. Because if you're going to talk about me, whether it's negative or positive, like you're obviously watching my content and watching what I'm doing, so you're helping me get the engagement and get the reach, so thank you for that. Personally, if I got like hateful messages, I think I would just delete them. And again, I've had a couple of hateful comments, I just delete them. Because if someone sits there and wants to write a hateful comment thinking it's going to hurt you and you delete it, what a waste of their time. Do you know what I mean? Like, just delete it and then you can't read it over and over again. And if it's like a post where you're going to get like if you get loads of hateful comments on a post, I would just turn the comments off. As horrible as it is, because say you might get 6 horrible comments and 20 lovely ones, it's horrible to like ban the lovely people from commenting, but if it's one that you're getting a lot of hate on, turn the comments off. But yeah, personally I've not really suffered any online bullying. Did have a guy that called me a stuck up see you next Tuesday because I said I've got a boyfriend, and he didn't like that. So that's the only thing really, is boys, but I just laugh. If you laugh it off, then you can't be hurt by it. And I just try to remember I put myself out there, so if someone's going to hate on it, that's at the end of the day, I just think if someone's going to hate on me, that's more their issue than it is mine, because I would never say something horrible to someone for absolutely no reason, especially if I don't know them. So yeah, it's more of a reflection on that person than it is on you. And if you just delete their comment or their message, what a waste of their time. What are your goals? I had that twice, I think. What are your goals and what's your social media goals for 2021? Long-term goals I don't like to set because I don't like to like scare myself. I really want to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I'd like to say within the next year, but by like by the end of 2021, I would love to have like 5,000 subscribers. But I'd rather set myself smaller milestones to hit, and then say once I hit 1,000, then 5,000 would be the next goal. I'm on like 550 right now, so like I'm halfway there, which is really good. I don't want to say my goal for Instagram for 2021 because it is quite a big goal. Obviously, my goal for the end of this year was to hit 5,000, and I'm really close, so I would love to hit that. And then I'm just going to focus on getting to 10,000, which is obviously a massive jump, but I would absolutely love to hit 10,000 by like mid next year. But yeah, so I just love it, and I'd love to work with some incredible brands. I'd love to work with Pretty Little Thing, I'd love to work with Misguided or Oh Polly, beauty brands like Beauty Bay, Look Fantastic, Glossy Box. I would love to work with Angel Collection. That's like my ultimate goal, and it's actually on my mood board on my iPad on my phone, to work with Angel Collection and also Filter for Molly May. They're like my dreamiest collabs, and they're not like obviously the biggest companies in the world, like PLT, Misguided are such like big companies people to work with, but Angel Collection, like to model for them or to work with them in some way would literally be my dream. And Filter by Molly May, I love the products, so to be able to get like a PR gift from Filter would be an actual dream. A girl can dream, right? Angel and Filter, if you want to hit me up, please do. Who's your favourite small and big influencers? I think I touched on this on my Let's Talk About Me video. Again, if you haven't watched that, I'll leave a link down below. I've got like 5 main people that I look up to. Well, actually, YouTubers that I look up to, but there is other people that I like. So I'm just going to reel them off. So I've got Ellie Darby is like my one. If I had to unfollow everyone on Instagram and follow one person, it'd be Ellie Darby. I love Ellie Darby so much. Sophia and Cinzia, obsessed with them. Their Instagram feeds are phenomenal. Lydia, also Instagram feed phenomenal. Imagination, I just think she's so pure and I love her so much. Anastasia Kingsnorth, her Instagram content is unreal. Molly May, obviously I love her videos. Her Instagram is phenomenal. I think we'd be really good friends. So Molly May and Ellie Darby would be like my favourite trio. If we could be friends, like a little friendship group, that would be my dream friendship group. I'm forgetting somebody else. I can't remember who else on like the big spectrum. Obviously people like Jordan Lipscomb, like I just love her Instagram content and videos as well. There's so many that I could list off. I also absolutely love Ashleigh Tillett. I've spoken about her many times on my YouTube, but she's quite local to me and I absolutely just love her. It's Ashleigh Samantha here on YouTube, and I love her. So her videos and her Instagram again is amazing. Her pictures are phenomenal. She's nearly at 20k on Instagram, on YouTube as well, so make sure you go and check her out if you haven't. And then smaller influencer wise, so I'm talking like under 20k here, I guess. So Sophie Louise, who I mentioned, who does the Sophie Louise coaching, absolutely love her account. Obviously Georgia Portogallo as well, she's got like 140k followers now, which is incredible. But she's incredible and she's a great mentor. So Georgia and Sophie are amazing. Again, my 3 angel friends, oh my god, I don't know how to say your name, I'm so sorry if I say this wrong. I think it's Ciara, like from her spelling, I believe it's Ciara, or it could be Kiara. I'm really sorry, babes. You're going to have to DM me. You're going to DM me like, you absolute idiot, this is what it is, but I never know how to say it. I'll leave them all on screen. So you've got Ciara Lecky, Rowan, I don't know her last name. I think it's Mabbott. That's probably so wrong, isn't it? Is it Mabbott? Rowan Mabbott? Where am I getting that from? Hang on, I'm going to have to look now. Her name on Instagram is Rowan Elsbeth. Right, I was really close. Rowan Maddock is her name. I'm so sorry, girls. I'm literally butchering all your names. In my defence, Rowan doesn't have her full name on Instagram, so I just wouldn't know that, would I? And then Amelia Glass, who I'm sure you've seen me talk about them all over on my Instagram. And then I've got a few other favourites. Let me think. Cassia Charlotte. Again, I could be saying your name wrong as well. I'm really bad at names, and when you just read them on the screen, it's really difficult. Cassia, there's Gretchen Knight. Is it Xanthi? I think her name's Xanthi, but her Instagram name is Rosanthi. Summer Claro. I've just got so many that I love, like smaller influencers. Why? Because we're all like friends on Instagram, and I love it. So I'll leave them all on screen, the ones that I've mentioned. But yeah, definitely my favourites. How do you feel about people always being able to criticise what you post? Again, I don't really think about it too much because I know people do criticise what I post, although Instagram's removed the thing where you can see if people have shared your thing. It doesn't tell you who, it just tells you how many, but they've removed it for privacy settings, which is really annoying. Sometimes I'll post a picture, like I posted a photo of me and Josh and it had 20 shares, but no one had shared it to their story. So I was like, who's bitching about me and Josh then, Hans? But no, like I put my posts out there, so I kind of expect backlash, especially ones like in my underwear and stuff. I know people don't really always like that, but at the end of the day, I like to promote body confidence, and I just think it's an incredible thing for me to be able to post a photo in my underwear because I've never had that confidence until Instagram. So yeah, I don't really think about it too much. I just kind of think, before I post something, I think, what can someone say about this? But at the end of the day, I post my pictures because I'm proud of the content I've created. So yeah, I don't think about it too much. The pyramid schemes. So this is something that comes up quite a lot for me, and I've actually made a story on my Instagram, which is a highlight, because that's how much I actually get asked to join pyramid schemes. Now, anybody watching that is part of a pyramid scheme, or what's it called? Micro level marketing or multi-level marketing, I believe is what it's called, but it obviously is a pyramid scheme. So things like Arbonne, FM Sense, that travel agency one, I don't know what it's called. What's the other ones? Herbalife, I don't think that one, not so much, but there's a few of them, and I literally get messages constantly. For example, if I go on my requests right now, we have got, hey babes, I'm looking for girls who'll be interested in promoting FM products on social media. If you're interested in earning an income from your phone, let me know, it's free, and I'll send some information over to you. That was earlier today. Hey Ashleigh, happy Sunday. Looks like you've been to some amazing places. Not really, hun, because it's fucking COVID. I've not been anywhere. I wanted to ask if you'd be able to take a look at the opportunity in the travel industry, as you clearly love to travel. Clearly, from, all my pics in my fucking back garden. It's the chance to earn an income back on all the travel you book. Would you be open to taking a look? No worries, if not, I just thought I would ask. Obviously, I'm not being rude, like people, message me, whatever, but... Hey Ashleigh, hope you're okay. Love your Instagram. I'm just contacting you and I'm looking to expand my business and you look like you'd be perfect. As I can see, you're into beauty. Would you be happy for me to send some information over sending this to you? Hey Ashleigh, hope you're well, loving your page. Outfits are fab. Do you work in the fashion industry? I run my own business, so I'm looking for amazing people like yourself. Are you open-minded to new earning opportunities? Like, and they all sound really lovely, but I've made this highlight, and if you like my Instagram page, you would just check my highlights to see if I'm open to you know what I mean? Like, it's a really important one. I've replied to a few people with just my... sent them my highlight just to be like, can you read this? Yeah, and I send them my thing and then they're still try and push it, and I'm like, no, I work full time, I do Instagram already, I don't want to be promoting products that I don't use. Like, I only promote things on my Instagram that I absolutely love. Like, I'll try a product out. If I like it, I'll talk about it. And I don't want to be selling things to people. Like, I know people always say to me, but when you share a brand thing, you're selling it. I'm not, because I'm not pushing it to try and hit my targets. I know of a lot of people who do Arbonne and don't hit the targets. They will say you can get a white Mercedes. I don't know anyone that's ever got a white Mercedes from selling Arbonne. It's so expensive. I wouldn't push it to people. And I always say, like, I said to someone once, if it was that good, it'd be sold in Boots. And they were like, no, because we don't market it in that way. No, but if it was that good, Boots would snap that up and sell it in their store. So I just don't have that thing. Like, I just don't want to be part of it. I was sent an FM fragrance and it is incredible. And I'll happily talk about that, but I'm not going to sell because I don't want to be trying to hit targets when I get home from work and I try and do my Instagram, try and do my YouTube, and then try and sell FM. It's just not happening. I'm not into it. People get more in debt because I know people that do Arbonne, do FM, and they buy more products to hit their targets. I'm not into that. Someone was like, FM, you can sell 10 fragrances for £8 to your friends and family and then you've made £80. And I was like, well, no, because how much I have to pay FM? And B, I'm not going to ask my friends and family to buy something for me that they wouldn't else buy. So that's how I feel about it. If you are from a multi-level marketing, whatever it's called, pyramid scheme, don't message me, and I'm going to start ignoring people. But it's really hard because someone's going to message you like, hey, love your page, where did you get this from? Or hey, love your page, you look like you're really into makeup. Or hey, absolutely love your page, hope you're doing well. And then I'm like, oh, thank you, that's really sweet. And then they try and get me in, and I'm like, don't be fake about it. If you're going to message me, send it to me in a message and I can just ignore you. But if you're going to be fake and ask me how I am, what I do and things like that, I don't waste my time, because I feel bad for people that actually message me wanting to speak to me and get to know me, and I just ignore them if this continues. So that's what annoys me about it. And then if/when you ever receive hate or nasty comments, how do you act or get over it? Again, I don't really get a lot of hate or nasty comments. Personally, like I said, I would just delete them. Sometimes I'll share them to my story if they're bad, like the one that called me a see you next Tuesday because said I've got a boyfriend. Obviously, I didn't share his name, but I shared it to my story just to make people aware of the comments that some girls get. But typically, like I said, if I get hateful comments, I just delete them, because I don't want my followers reading that and getting negativity in their vibes, but I also just like to waste that person's time. If you're going to sit there and write hateful stuff on my page and I delete it, what a waste of your time. So yeah, that's my tip for that. And then lastly, because I've got some multiple questions here, lastly, dealing with creepy DMs. Oh my god, the amount of times I post a selfie in the mirror and you can see my feet and I get messages going, feet, oh my god, I love your feet, let me worship your feet. Or I get messages like, let me be your sugar daddy, blah blah blah. Oh, just ignore them. If I get messages from a boy that's like, oh, you look really pretty, I'm like, thank you, smiley face, and then move on, because I don't like to be rude, but obviously Josh's name is in my bio, so you can see I'm taken woman. But I don't like to be assuming. I don't like to assume that that's what they're there. They could be just being friendly, they could, just being friendly. So I like to reply to people, but if they take it over the line, I'm like, bye-bye. I just block them or share it to my story, and then generally they go away. I've got really a big fan of the blocking feature on Instagram recently. I've blocked a lot of people that give me shit for no reason. A lot of girls get quite aggy on Instagram. Like, sometimes they'll comment on your post and then be like, can you comment on my picture? And I'm like, don't ask me to comment on your picture. That's another thing, actually, is girls messaging me, asking me to follow them, or asking me to comment on their post, and I'm just like, don't, or they send you their post directly. I've asked quite a few people to stop sending me their post directly, because it's really annoying. Like, if it's on my feed, I'll like it, but if it's not, then, I like to engage with things organically. So that's another thing that annoys me, and I've asked a lot of people, can you stop sending me your posts? If they do it once, I'll just ignore it. If they do it again, I'm like, can you stop sending me your posts? And then if they keep doing it, I just block them, because I'm like, you're not going to listen to me. Like, I'm not going to support someone that can't even respect what I ask. Because I do get a lot of DMs, and I have groups of people that I talk to on Instagram, so trying to go through my DMs at the end of the day is really stressful, and I've got 5 people ask me to engage on their posts. Like, just don't do it. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was still a long one, even though I tried to keep it short. But make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to get involved in these Let's Talk topics going forward. I always leave question boxes in my story when I'm going to film them, so you can get involved and send over any questions that you may have. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this one. It was quite a fun one to film, bit of a different one. And anyone that's got any topic suggestions going forward, make sure you DM me on Instagram or comment down below. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, and also subscribe to my channel for the upcoming content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!